guys, welcome to the DMX Show. I'm your host Shane, and I know that most of you guys probably know by now that Google did release the 4.0.4 source for the Android open source project. It was released on the Motorola Xoom yesterday, and of course they got it even before the Nexus devices, which is kind of backwards in my opinion. But either way, we can rely on the Android development community to get out our builds even when the carriers and Google can't get them out to us. So we know that the Nexus S is supposed to be getting there over the air any minute now, and that should be followed by the Nexus GSM and then the Nexus LTE on Verizon. Just whenever we get it, we get it. So we already have it thanks to Mrbirdman of rootswiki.com. He put together a flashable zip to put us on 4.0.4, and so far Google hasn't released the changelog for this, but it looks pretty good. Everything's running pretty smoothly. I'm not really sure what has changed in this build other than it runs probably a little better, and this does not include the new kernels because those won't be pushed out until next week, but we are on 4.0.4. This will work with our 4.0.3 kernels, so I'll go ahead and show you guys in settings that we are on 4.0.4. Now, there was a leak about a month ago, and I did go over that with you guys, but this is the official build from the AOSP release. So we'll go to About Phone, and you can see there that we're on, if I can get it to where you can see it, Android 4.0.4, and if we scroll down to the build number, it is by Mrbirdman there. So that is this, and I'll go ahead and show you guys how to install this. You will need to be on, let's see, you'll need to be unlocked, you'll need to be rooted, and you'll need to have Clockwork Mod Recovery installed in order to install this build. And what you'll want to do is go ahead and power down your phone and boot into Clockwork Mod Recovery. If you're already on a ROM, chances are you can just hold down that power button, go to the reboot option, and then select recovery from there. Be sure to download the 4 files from the link in the description. Those files are the actual ROM itself, the G apps, and the library fix, the dictionary fix, and the root. So we'll go to recovery and select that. And one thing you want to make certain to do here is wipe data, factory reset, and wipe cache, which we'll get there here in a second. Now, when you download these files directly to your phone, they should be in the download folder. So we'll go down to wipe data, factory reset. You want to do that first. And yes, delete all user data. We're not going to do that because I already have it installed, so I'm actually going to go back. And then we'll go to wipe cache. Select that. And go to yes, wipe cache, but I'm going to go back. So I had several people asking me, if I install this, will I be able to go back to a 4.0.3 ROM? The answer is yes. You should be able to go back to your 4.0.3 ROM. In fact, you may want to go ahead and Android back up the ROM setup that you're on, so that way all you have to do is restore that. Or you can just keep the old ROM on your SD card, so that way you can reinstall it if you don't like the stock version. Roman B, the developer of AOKP, has already released his 4.0.4 build. I know that KJR31 is working on 4.0.4 Gummy for the Nexus, and several others are they're busy updating their ROMs, so we'll have plenty more ROM reviews in the near future, and you guys will have plenty of options for 4.0.4, and not to mention 4.0.5 is just around the corner, and Jelly Bean's coming as well. So lots to look forward to. We'll go to install zip from SD card. Choose Zip from SD card. You'll find your download folder, and the first one you want to install here is the IMM76D Toro.zip. You'll select that, go to yes, install, and I'm going to go back. When that's finished, you'll go to your G apps. So choose Zip from SD card, download. You'll have to do all 4 of these at the same time, so do not exit until you've done all 4 of these. G apps. And you'll install that, select OK, and go back. Choose it from SD card, download. Now here you should go super user, go ahead and root it. And select that, then go to yes, install super user. And I'm going to go ahead and go back. And choose zip, download. And then go to the diction fix, or DIC tfix.zip. That's going to fix like the dictionary for your keyboard. It is very important because if you don't do it, you're not going to have any autocorrect functionality, and every time you type a word, it's going to tell you that it's incorrect and underline it with red. So go ahead and flash that while you're here. Go to yes, install fix.zip, and as soon as that's finished, you can just go back and reboot the phone. You're now on stock 4.0.4 and you're rooted. Congratulations, you're on the latest build. Even though Verizon and Google couldn't get you the build out in a timely manner, you're there thanks to the Android community. You can thank Mrbirdman for that. He's on Twitter at Mrbirdman. Also, follow the link in the description. That gets you to the original thread where you can thank him there as well. So we'll go ahead and reboot the phone now. So that is the simple, easy method to get to stock 4.0.4. Guys, you can check me out at droidmodderx.com for all the latest news, ROMs, mods, and hacks. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. That's right. Go ahead and click that subscribe button for more Android news. And follow me on Twitter at droidmodderx with an E, not a 3. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.